On today's episode, Google is going nationwide with a real estate portal. Are stronger pre-approvals becoming the new standard? Should agents own a home before becoming licensed? And we continue to see housing trends and technology that make being a realtor more difficult. Will agents be fleeing the industry? We've got a full episode this week, and there are so many things happening. So let's get into it. My name is Mark. Welcome to the Gentleman Broker Mortgage Brief. To start off this episode, let me get you up to speed on this week's current mortgage rates. The average 30-year fixed is sitting at around 6.57% according to Bankrate. Hey friends, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I'd really appreciate the support. When buyers want to search for homes, they typically go to Zillow, realtor.com, Redfin, or they ask a real estate agent for listings with their criteria. But Google is now throwing their name in the ring, and it appears they are taking on a much larger step into the real estate space. The company has expanded its home search experience nationwide, allowing consumers to find listings directly through Google search in many markets. Now, this isn't going to mean that Google is suddenly becoming a real estate brokerage, but it does reinforce a trend we've been watching for years. The fight for consumer attention is becoming increasingly competitive. Consumers want information immediately. They want convenience. They want everything in one place. And Google already owns where most online searches begin. The question we need to ask is, if consumers start to find homes through Google instead of Zillow or realtor.com, what does that mean for agents? It means agents and brokerages will now have another option on where to spend their advertising dollars. And that means Zillow, Redfin, and realtor.com will no longer hold so much power over exposure. It means new realtors will be able to find a niche, and it means buyers and sellers will have more access to information. Regardless, great real estate professionals will continue to deliver an excellent home buying and selling experience, and will now have more options and more control over how to deliver that. Finding a home online is easy. Navigating financing, inspections, negotiations, title issues, appraisal concerns, and getting a transaction successfully to the closing table, that's where expertise still matters. The technology continues to evolve, but relationships still win. This pivots me right into our next topic, stronger pre-approvals. With more than 13% of the homes that go under contract failing to close, we are seeing about 6% of sellers delist their homes. Just straight up say, forget it, we're not selling. And right now, as inventory increases in many markets and buyers regain negotiating power, buyers are being more cautious, and they're going through the inspections of these homes and being more picky and asking for more repairs, or even just straight up walking away altogether. We're also seeing more big box lenders and credit unions throwing out pre-approval letters that honestly have not been vetted. And when the buyers get to the finish line, these conditions have changed. The costs have changed, and that promise of a mortgage was not worth what everybody expected. So that home goes back on the market and everything resets. And the seller is frustrated because that means more time, more stress, more risk, and another potential issue with financing. That's why a fully underwritten pre-approval matters. Listing agents are increasingly calling the buyer's lender to verify the strength of that pre-approval. Sellers are starting to accept offers based on the strength of that buyer's ability to actually get approved for that loan. Finding a mortgage professional like myself who will actually receive all the buyer's bank statements, tax returns, pay stubs, and docs, and give an actual pre-approval is the difference that sellers are looking for. If you have any questions about home mortgages or want to see what you can qualify for, you can reach out to me at thegentlemanbroker.com. So there's been an interesting conversation circulating online. The question being asked is, should real estate agents have to own a home before becoming licensed? Now, to be clear, there doesn't seem to be any formal proposal or legislation requiring this. So this is just an industry discussion. But I think it's an interesting question. On one hand, personal experience can absolutely shape perspective. Someone who has purchased a home may have firsthand knowledge of inspections, financing, negotiations, and the emotional highs and lows that come with the process. On the other hand, many exceptional agents entered this industry before they became homeowners themselves. Education, mentorship, professionalism, and experience helping clients navigate transactions can be just as valuable. There's an old idea that professionals should walk the walk. A fitness coach is expected to be healthy. A financial advisor is expected to manage money wisely, and their own financial affairs should be in order. So it's understandable why some consumers might wonder whether a real estate professional should have firsthand experience owning a home. The idea in general is that a professional should put their money where their mouth is. The thing they advise others on and make money from, they themselves should participate and have success in. So I don't know that there's a right answer, but I do think consumers are increasingly asking a broader question. What value does my professional bring to the table? And whether you're an agent or a lender, our responsibility is to continually improve our craft and demonstrate that value every single day. For the agents out there, I'd love to know your thoughts. Hit the comments below. And all this leads me to my last topic, asking the question on whether agents will be leaving the industry. The reality is that we've already seen some of that happen. During the ultra-low interest rate environment, a lot of people entered real estate because transactions were plentiful. Today's market is different. Affordability challenges persist, consumers are more cautious, transactions often take longer, and professionals are having to work harder for every deal. Historically, markets like this tend to separate those who viewed real estate as easy money from those who see it as a long-term profession. And I don't think necessarily that that's a bad thing. The agents I see thriving right now are the ones who stay visible. They educate themselves consistently. They collaborate with trusted partners. They answer their phones. They set expectations honestly. And they continue showing up even when the market gets difficult. Because consumers don't just need someone to unlock a door. They need someone who can guide them through one of the largest financial decisions of their lives. Will some agents leave? Without a doubt. But I also think that the professionals who remain will emerge stronger because of it. I'd like to know your thoughts on what we've talked about. Are buyers starting their searches differently? Are sellers asking for stronger financing assurances? Do you think home ownership should matter when it comes to licensing? And what changes are you seeing among agents in today's market? Let me know in the comments. Finally, I will leave you with this quote by Winston Churchill. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. This has been your mortgage brief for the week. For everyone watching, I hope today is the start of a productive week. I hope you are proud of the work you are doing. My name is Mark, and I am the Gentleman Broker.